And we're on live. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hang on a second. Let me see if it works. It won't work. Okay. Well, it's not on one of my platforms. Big shock. Anyway, how the fuck is everybody doing today? This is the second live. I might even do some more videos today. I'm feeling that good. Excuse the voice. It sounds a little raspy. The temperature is only 66 degrees here in Florida. Anything below 70 degrees causes my voice to get like this, I think. I really do. No, but it was like 95 degrees, and then it was 60 degrees or 58 degrees, and it seemed like I got a little raspy. So I'm also seeing that I have a cart delivery that I asked Instacart to deliver some stuff from CVS at noon, but apparently they can't fucking read instructions. Instacart, talking to you. Let's see. Was this set originally for a different time? Yes, this was set for yesterday evening at 5, but they were working on my internet yesterday. They finally came in, fixed the rest of the grid, so I don't quite look like a robot anymore. It looks like it's like almost like live again. So I'm very pleased that they fixed that. I'm sorry I had to change the times, but super happy that they fixed the grid. It makes it much easier to do my job when I have internet that works. It's for fucking real. Let's see. Hey, Alan, I don't understand why John, meaning obese to woke, keeps getting these types of platforms. Would love to see you get a major platform to speak some real truth. That's why they won't have me on. Their biggest fallback is that I swear too much, which I don't know if most of you have noticed, but even in my short videos and stuff like that, I'm refraining from swearing because I want to help as many people as possible. But, excuse me, I'm also just trying to just make it so that they could reach out. I don't think that that's going to happen. I really don't. Like, I think that even a lot of podcasters who claim to be on the base side don't like having me on because I say shit that then they have to co-sign for. And that's a big thing. Like, they have to co-sign for. I do believe that's why John talked shit on me at the beginning of the pandemic, because he thought it was in his best interest to separate, because I was saying the truthful shit that this was just a cold and people were overreacting and facial decorations were in fact fucking stupid and likely increasing your chances of self-infection, which is just 100% true. And that if you were under the age of 65 and not a fat fuck, that your chances of survival were radically high, even like you had less problem with this than the seasonal flu. But John had decided early on to cater to a woke audience. And since he is a fucking hoe for his audience, he is going to say whatever they think that they want him to say, instead of people like me and Mark, who would risk cancellation and losing following, so we can then discuss reality. So, but I think because he is a bitch and a hoe and a streetwalker, basically, that he gets asked on these shows because then they can control what he says. But I don't think I'll get asked on because they're afraid of what I'm going to say, basically. So, to answer your question, I hope that clears that shit up. What's up? How you doing? Christian, how are you? Brian, what's up, motherfucker? Sheeny Beanie, Kitchen Witch, a lot of people from this morning. Tina Cole, what's happening? Slats to Kin. Alan is allergic to the cold. I like it warm. I like it fucking hot. It's Florida cold. Gave my space heater going. Outstanding. Excellent double dip on Friday. Hell yeah. Amelia, how are you doing? Sabrina B. Sheeny Beanie again. Kimberly Gonzalez. I'm in a waiting room. I don't really want or need to be here, so I'm listening. I may or may not have earbuds. Well, I'll try to. No, I won't. I'm not even going to promise I'm going to try not to swear, because this shit's crazy. Jane, how are you? Desert Fox. Al, I don't know if it's AI Adams or Al Adams. Connection is looking snaggy. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I think it's your connection. I'm just joking. I don't know. View. And let me check it out. Let me check out if it is or not. Hello, all. Just finished 75 minutes of working out. Ready to go live. Outstanding. Not normal workout time. Good for you. I'm glad I don't know who you are talking about. Tiffany, how are you? Ann L, what's going on? Sorry I asked before, but I had to close YouTube, so I didn't hear your answer. So do I have to take no morbidity with a meal? Take it consistently at the same time every day. I personally do not take it with food. I don't. So I take it consistently, same time, every single day. And if your connection is looking snaggy, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm looking at myself right now, and it looks pretty fucking crystal clear. I can see all the fucking wrinkles on my face and everything. So I'm not sure what to tell you. Maybe it's your connection. Anyway, John has all the makings of a politician. No, he doesn't, because he's not smart. He's not crafty. Anyway, notice in the thumbnail how normal John looks compared to what. Yeah. I did notice that he totally changed up his appearance for this. Anyway, so excuse me. Connection is amazing compared to yesterday. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So what I'm thinking is that the pendulum is starting to swing. People are starting to realize that fat acceptance is in fact just literally institutionalized lying to people's faces. You cannot, in fact, be fat and healthy. It is, in fact, that you're eating. You losing weight from 300 pounds to a healthy weight is not you starving. It is you being healthy. Like, these people are like, you expect me to starve. No, I expect you to fucking eat a normal person's portion of food. So you are, in fact, not over consuming, causing even damage to, like, more waste in the environment, all sorts of shit. Like, that's the thing, you know? I don't even understand how we've gotten here. Besides the fact that these companies want you fat fucks to keep consuming. Therefore, you consume their products, and therefore then their actual people that help sponsor them, the pharmaceutical industry and stuff like that, healthcare industry, also make money. So you consume those because you are, in fact, unfucking healthy. This young lady, oh, hang on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I had to sign for something. Anyway, bring back a cat. I don't know where Awesome's at. Awesome, come here, baby. Anyway, Instacart time. How late am I? You're not late. I just got here. There's no gray area. Being fat will make you unhealthy. We should not even be having this conversation. We should have this conversation a lot because the conversation is being completely fucking ignored. But here we go. We'll actually do it like this, just to fucking bring on the sauce. I wish she would. She'll venture in here at some point in time, I think. But here we go. I am going to put this at 1.25 speed. And Dr. Phil, if you do watch this, or Dr. Phil producers, I would gladly come on your show. I will watch my language. I promise you. I will not swear. I will be mindful. But if you actually want to have a real conversation about how being obese and the obesity epidemic is destroying our nation, I will gladly join. I would gladly fly out to see you. I would gladly come to whatever woke ass portion of the country you're in to literally have this conversation with anybody. And I would openly debate the merits of these actual ridiculous conversations. Being obese is factually unhealthy for the person, for their family, for society, for our country, and for even the planet. It is proven in every single way. We literally cannot get enough people to be in our military. We are militarily weak as a country because the generation that would be fighting is too fat. So Dr. Phil, any of the producers out there, anybody, I would gladly have this conversation. I have been having this conversation for years. And again, this is not a new thing. It is just new to all of you. Crazy. So here we go. Time to get it going. And again, we're watching this on Dr. Phil's channel because a couple reasons. One, that way John can't copyright strike me. And two, this is actually a Dr. Phil conversation. John just happens to be on it. Now, I got to tell you that no matter who was going to have this conversation, even if John wouldn't have been on this episode, I would have likely had this conversation. We would have likely done this live, just simply because we're talking about body positivity going too far. And it has, absolutely. It is lying to people's faces. I will say this over and over and over again. And for those of you that are wondering, John and John and I have been live many times before. John chose to openly talk shit on me during the pandemic, now making himself look like an idiot because, again, I was right about fucking everything. Um, and so no quarter, basically. You want to stand in opposition of me? Fine, but be ready. So here you go, ho.
Today on an all-new Dr. Phil. Has the body positivity movement gone too far?
Yes, it has.
Based on science, if you're overweight, you're at risk for diseases.
I disagree with you.
So you would
Yeah, I disagree with the science. She says, looking like a Stay Puft Marshmallow person.
reject the science.
People of a higher weight are more likely to survive heart attacks. So many
This is not true.
doctors are middle-aged white men, and my body is different.
Thank you for
Your body is fat as fuck. You are indeed unhealthy. It is clear.
calling me middle-aged.
I've struggled with my weight and my body image my entire life. Kids bullied me for my weight, but I always shrugged it off thinking, oh, well, they're just like mean kids. When I was
I'm not saying anybody should be bullied for their weight, but for this woman to this is at the stage now where she's openly lying. Like, you're not going to survive. Like, you're not going to survive a heart attack at a higher rate. You're going to have heart attacks at a higher rate. It may look like more people survive because if you are in fact of a healthy BMI and you have a heart attack, normally it's a widowmaker heart attack, but heart attacks are at a much more prevalent rate when you're fat as fuck. Like, it's this ridiculous, like, looking past reality.
10, my friend's mom told me, Lexi, with those blue eyes and that beautiful singing voice, if you just lost the weight, you could take
Notice how she self-compliments herself constantly.
over the world. So it was particularly soul-crushing to learn that adults were thinking negatively about my body also.
Because you're fat. Because you are unhealthy.
My journey to accepting myself was gradual.
She does not accept herself. People that accept themselves do not continually need to reaffirm that they do. I don't believe that. Absolutely.
really made peace with my body. I started creating content for Instagram about 4 years ago to document my own self-acceptance and body confidence journey. One of the most common troll comments I receive is that I'm promoting obesity. So
it's not a troll comment. Like, just because you don't like it does not make it a troll comment. You, in fact, are normalizing obesity. We have done this over the course of the last 5 or 10 years to a great degree. It is not a troll comment. Obesity is societally contagious. It is. It is a societal contagion. The acceptance of obesity is, in fact, societally contagious. It has been proven in study after study after study. In friend groups, influencer spheres, it is reality. You can look it up. Stanford did a fabulous study on it.
So many people seem to feel entitled to a fat person's personal business.
You put your personal business out there. And to be real, as long as we have shared healthcare costs, you're fucking right I am. We close society down to protect elderly people and fat people for the most part. This is even according to Dr. Fauci. So.
And are quick to judge them. When people are berating me online and telling me I'm gonna die by the time I'm 30, it is not inspiring.
30 is young, 50 is realistic. 50 is definitely realistic. Absolutely.
Will and I are soulmates. He is the love of my life.
I think body positivity is good, but people online have made rude comments to Lexi just because she's fat.
She's not very, I mean, I'll say she's not very nice, but anyway.
Painful to watch. I respect her tenacity, her fight.
Says this sloppy marshmallow fat fuck himself. What the fuck?
And her vigor through it all.
I hope that people can just see me loving myself the way that I am and feel inspired to love themselves the same way.
I do find it fucking crazy that the counterbalance that they found for her is John, a woke ass person himself. Like, how's he the counterbalance? That's silliness. Like, like John is somehow the counterbalance for wokeness.
What's your definition of body positivity?
My definition
This will be interesting.
of body positivity is pretty simple. It's self-acceptance, radical self-acceptance, regardless of whether you're as healthy as you'd like to be, or whether you love how you look, or maybe sometimes you don't. It's the belief that no matter how you feel in that moment, you know that you are deserving of good things and respect and dignity.
Okay, so I would agree with that too. But if that's body positivity, then treat your body positively. If you really love yourself, you will try to live as long as possible. You will try to be as healthy as possible. This person loves food more than they love themselves. That's I've always said that. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't claim you love yourself more than you love food when you are eating in a way that's going to shorten your life. The issue is she has reached such a stage where she loves food so much that she has convinced herself that that eating the food is self-love. That is self-medication for obvious mental illness.
Okay, how many of you, just by a show of hands, would support what she's just saying with her definition? Okay, how many of you would say, I got a problem with that? Okay, a couple of wafflers. Okay, I'm raising my hand because I got a problem with that.
All right.
Do you define it pretty much the same way?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay, then I got a problem with both of you two. So you're in
We
trouble.
can work it out.
Yeah,
I think.
I bet.
Really? Because she said if you don't find her attractive, that you have a problem.
No, here's my problem. See, I think we in this society, I think we have always confused body image with self-image. I think they vary together and should not. We have a
Interesting.
good body image, our self-image goes up. We have a poor body image, then our self-image tends to go down. That shouldn't be the way it is. Would you agree?
I agree that how you view your body shouldn't be the only
Look at how fat she is. This is unhealthy. I'm sorry, but like if you cannot fucking understand, if you can't get there, that this woman is eating herself to death. That we are literally entertaining mental illness at this stage. This woman is eating herself to death. Look at that shit. Just, I mean, like that is she is eating herself to death. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean,
only thing that makes you feel good about yourself. That's what I think body positivity helps with. If you start to change how you see yourself, if you start to approach your body image with a sense of compassion and tenderness, then you start to see yourself in a more gentle light rather than like a harsh criticism. And
what's wrong with being harsh with you? What's wrong with being your own worst critic? What's wrong with actually being critical of yourself? What is wrong with actually trying to make yourself better? Like if you sugarcoat everything about yourself and you're like, oh, well, it's the best I can do. Oh, well, this is the best I got. Then you're like, so there's no room to improve. Like this woman doesn't think she needs to improve upon herself. For real?
so when you are feeling negatively about your body, instead of it making you feel negatively about yourself altogether, you can say, I feel negatively about my body today, but I'm going to show myself kindness and compassion. And I'm just going to say, you're doing your best and tomorrow's a new day. And then
But you're not doing your best. You are gluttoning yourself every fucking day. You are not doing your best. That's the thing. Like, I totally agree with that. We talk to people about this all the time in our coaching. You need to have a positive outlook on yourself, but you need to be realistic with yourself too. You have gluttoned yourself to a state of ill health. She doesn't want to accept the fact that she gluttons herself. She thinks she eats just fine. She doesn't want to accept the fact that she is actually in a state of ill health. She thinks that fat people are healthier because she's a fucking loon bag. So she's delusional. We are literally accepting delusion at this point.
that way you kind of lift up your entire self-image.
So you're contradicting yourself then. You're saying, I don't
Yep.
like my body image. I'm just accepting it and I'll do better tomorrow. And I don't see, to me, this body positivity says we're not going to focus on body image. We're going to focus on the person inside, but it seems to be totally focusing on body image.
Yep.
What about the health issues? I think most of the critics about this focus on the fact that by seeming to celebrate the body, not your worth, not your value, but to celebrate the body, you're ignoring the health risks.
The whole point of fat acceptance, body positivity, body neutrality even, is destigmatizing the fat phobic, toxic diet culture, beauty standards, all of these expectations.
Beauty standards. This woman has dyed hair, tons of makeup on, her eyebrows, eyelashes done, filters, every fucking thing. Fuck your beauty standards. How about your health standard? Okay. And then the automatic naming of something as phobic, in fact, fucking sets a negative connotation to anything that opposes it.
That are put onto people to look a certain way or to avoid looking a certain way. It's destigmatizing having a specific body image, destigmatizing fatness, and
there is no stigma around fatness. It is the only stigma around fatness is that you guys think it's not unhealthy. Being fat, being as big as this one is in fact unhealthy. Period.
it's putting an individual's personal experience and their personal journey to the forefront.
At 20 years old, I was at my heaviest weight of 360 pounds. I was really afraid that I was going to, die really, really soon. I decided that I wanted to change my life. I have lost about 180 pounds overall, and I've been able to keep that weight off for about 10 years. Actually,
I don't know if you've kept 180 pounds off for 10 years, John, but you've done great. I will admit that.
Started to document my journey on Instagram as well as YouTube.
I want to make it very clear.
It was rough. I also don't believe that losing weight is obviously a bad thing and that you should be shunned for it or made fun of, or in my case, I'm called fat phobic because I've lost weight. I've been called an ex-fat because I've lost weight. I have had a lot of people.
You are an ex-fat.
People be very angry at me because I advocate for others that want to lose weight. Ideal beauty standard. No, I am here to say, if you do want to lose weight, I believe in you. I believe you can do it. It is very hard, but it's worthwhile. And me losing the weight has been one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life.
I like to.
John back on his weight loss grift.
Well, John, welcome.
Yeah,
You
thanks
worked
for
really hard to lose weight, right?
Yeah, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Yeah.
How much did you lose total?
180 pounds.
That's a whole other person,
Yeah.
right?
I know he's lost that amount of weight, but I just don't think he's, maybe he's at 150 pounds now, but I think there's about 30 pounds that have gone back on. So now just to get this out of the way, John talks shit. I'm going to give him a hard fucking time. I want him to be as happy and healthy and happy, as happy and healthy and happy as humanly possible. I really do. John showed that he does. If he showed he doesn't like me, I don't need to like him. However, I really would like everybody to understand. I want nothing but the best for this young man. I hope he fucking eventually yanks his head out of his fucking ass and drops this woke, stupid shit bullshit. I hope he actually decides to, I don't know, grow a spine and start actually speaking from his heart instead of trying to chase what the fucking viewers want. I hope that for him. I really do. I think John's a nice kid deep down, who's very super self-centered and only cares about his own popularity. But, and I don't really think he is actually, a great font of information for how to lose weight. I really don't. John is somebody that ate the same thing every single day over and over and over again and worked out really hard. And I do think John, to a great degree, has a lot of emotional issues that he's working on, and I applaud him for that. All right. But, I think that do I think them pulling him here is a way to make sure this is sugar coated for the other guest? Absolutely. Because they could pull bunches of other people that are just as known, because I'm not as well known as John, but they just as known as John, who know a lot more than John, who are a lot more educated, but also, I don't know, actual experts on weight loss. John's an expert on his weight loss. I'll give him that. But I wish him nothing but the best. I just wanted to get that out there. I'm going to fuck with him, of course, because, dude, you fucking said my name and you look like a fucking idiot now because you said my name in context of shit that I was right about. So I'm going to point out the fact that I think you're a fucking idiot every chance I fucking get. And you are, and I would gladly debate you on the merits of what you disagreed with me about and what I was right about, because I fucking told you so. But I also want the best for him. I really do. I absolutely want the best for him.
And so, do you consider yourself healthier?
Yeah, I mean, I would consider myself healthier. Yeah.
There are people that have done what you've done, lost weight. There are celebrities that have done it: Adele, Rebel Wilson, Jonah Hill, that get criticized for losing weight.
Which is insane. That's an actual problem. But it's because like we are decoupling the fact that these people did this in order to fucking be healthier. Like they actually did it to be healthier for their longevity, because it is a fucking reality that being fat is fucking bad for you.
And you've had people say traitor,
Yeah.
that you've quit
Yeah.
on them, right?
With weight loss, I think a lot of people see it as, like they were talking about, some sort of moral success, right? And I can understand how you guys feel, being just feeling like because you're fat, you have people that are attacking you, regardless of what you believe. Regardless, I get it. I was there.
No, you weren't. I have a hard time believing this. You've been fucking everything in your life has been sugar-coated about your fat loss.
I know what it's like, and so I think you guys are doing a great job, by the way.
Oh, she's like, oh, thank you, John. This is why they have him on here. This is literally why they have him on here. Everybody understands that, right? They have him on here to be the soft, sugar-coated blow of this.
But I have dealt with that. I have dealt with people upset with me, upset with my name on Instagram, Obese the Beast, and it's frustrating because at the end of the day, what I care about and what I preach is I want people to be happy and I want people to be healthy. And if someone wants to lose weight, if someone wants to go down that path, I think they should be hopefully do it in a healthy way, but they should have ways to do that and not be made to feel bad about wanting to do that. Because for me, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It completely changed my life, and I want people to have that option.
What the fuck is going on here? Are we to believe that these two have not talked beforehand? Look at this.
And feel
This woman has literally said herself that any weight loss is fat phobic, and she's shaking her head, nodding her head yes, and all like that. Are we to believe that him and her have not somehow talked beforehand?
supported when they are going down that road.
Oh yes. Oh, look at that face. Oh, John. Oh.
Data is really what matters. And I run lab tests on my clients. So everybody does blood tests. I do stool testing. And fat is an organ, and it influences inflammation, it influences your hormones, and it puts stress on your organs. And eventually those organs begin to fail. And I've seen that over and over on lab testing. And so it's something that we have data to prove. Also, being obese is putting you at risk for all-cause mortality, which is cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and just organ failures, like
She's agreeing.
even the gallbladder is included in that too.
Not to mention orthopedic problems, which are huge.
That's right. Yes, absolutely. 100%. I mean, 100%. I used to have to go like this, but now it's over here. So it is gravity exists.
What are
Right.
some of your favorite studies that you've read that aim to research people who are, as you say, obese, so people who are overweight,
As you say, are obese. She sits there being round in shape.
who don't have organ failure, who don't have orthopedic issues? What are some of your favorite studies and research that you've read exploring healthy fat people?
Well, nothing in medicine is 100%.
Sure.
So you're going to look at data and you're going to look at percentages. And when you look at people who are 40, 50 more pounds overweight, the statistics tends to indicate, and this is very well documented, that they run more problems. It doesn't mean that everybody who's overweight is going to have these problems, but the risk is much greater than a person who is at ideal
Yep.
BMI.
Well,
or
body
healthy
fat is
BMI.
inflammatory. So regardless
Yes,
of
it
how
is. Yes, it is. It's not even a debate.
much you have, it is increasing inflammation. And inflammation is the root cause of all disease, regardless of what it is. And so it's important to look at the
Yes.
data in regards to that.
Yes.
And really look at, okay,
Yes.
I'm insulin resistant, because insulin resistance
Yeah, and she can't even say anything about it because she looks clearly inflamed. She looks clearly inflamed. She's going to say something about it, I think, but she looks clearly inflamed.
can lead to dementia. They're calling dementia type 3 diabetes. And if you're insulin resistant now, then you're setting yourself up for things like dementia in the future too.
You wanted to
Yep.
say something?
My comment is to the young lady. I wish when I was as young as her, I had paid attention to the dangers. I'm the poster child of everything that can go bad because of weight. I'm gonna
Dr. Phil, my motherfucker, I'm very pleased with you now. I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased you let other people talk besides John. I'm very pleased about it.
have open heart surgery on October 10th. I had a heart attack, I have diabetes, high blood pressure, no cartilage on both legs. I need 2 knee replacements. And
Yes.
health is important. And overweight is linked to more health issues.
There's no question about it. You want to say?
Yeah. So
Yes, there is no question about it. There is no question about it. Good, get fucking good. Good. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
it's clear that all the numbers that all these studies people are bringing up,
I love how they put a lost 145 pounds. He said 180 earlier, and they're like, nope, 145.
more people are becoming overweight, obese. That's clearly happening. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, right? I think it's important to look at, is that really an issue? And if that is an issue, what
Is that really an issue? Yes, it's a fucking issue.
can we do to solve it? Not what can the fat people do to stop being fat, right? It's
So personal responsibility is not a thing?
more about what can we do as a nation, as a community? What can we do to help people? I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional because I dealt with people constantly telling me I was fat. Guess who
You were fat.
doesn't need to be told they're fat? A fat person. I'm telling you right now, I knew, right? And so
People constantly told you you're fat, and then what'd you do? You lost fucking weight. If people weren't constantly telling you you were fat and there was dangers in it, do you think you would have lost weight? I don't think so, because you're kind of a fucking weak person. If there wasn't monetary gain in it for you right now, you probably wouldn't still have lost weight. If there wasn't reinforcement, positive and negative, if there wasn't serious connection with negative reinforcement with you gaining weight back, I bet you would have over the last 2 years. You looked like you were in a complete fucking spiral in the last 2 fucking years. You've gained weight back, admittedly, in the last 2 fucking years. So you're telling me that people told you were overweight all the time. You knew, but guess what fucking happened? You lost fucking weight.
it was so frustrating to me to have people make fun of you, call you names, say, oh, you're going to die soon, yada, yada, yada.
You said you were going to die soon.
I knew, right?
Yes, you knew. But so they shouldn't say anything about it? They're supposed to ignore the fact that you're eating yourself to death?
I knew what was going on. That didn't change the fact that I felt like I couldn't lose the weight. I felt like it was impossible for me. And so what I try and do as just a dude is I try and show people I was able to lose the weight. And if you want to, you can.
Your life is yours to live, and you're going to make the choices. I'm just saying, deal with reality.
Yes, Dr. Phil. Yes. Yes. Deal with reality.
Deal with reality. I'm a big one for science. If anything that I've said today, it won't withstand challenge, throw it out. Fact check everything I've said. And if I'm wrong and obesity doesn't put you at higher
Look at them like,
risk for diseases, throw it out. Don't listen to me. Fact check me. Do these things for yourself, but deal with reality. And I want to be sure you understand that I don't conflate issues. And self-image and body image, I don't put those together. One is at risk for your health, and I care about people and want them to live as long and healthy as they can. You as people, as individuals, I've enjoyed having you here. You've been great for this conversation and debate. You've been very nice, very pleasant. And if we
she doesn't, I mean, she's in it to be popular. So
talk about
I really
this some
believe
more, I hope you'll come back and contribute to the conversation again.
Absolutely. Thank you for
And
having
I
us.
hope
I'd love to come back. When you bring her back, Dr. Phil, I'd love to come back. I'd love to be like, well, when you bring her back and have her come back, I'd love to be there. I would absolutely love to be there, because the reality of it is it's still a sugarcoating. The 2 doctors they had on about the data, out fucking standing. My hat's off to Dr. Phil about this shit. For real. My hat is off to Dr. Phil about this shit. You had a real fucking conversation about fat acceptance and the dangers of obesity on your fucking show. Great motherfucking job. No shit. The pendulum is absolutely swinging, because that I was not expecting that. I was literally expecting a sugar coating and patting on the back of all the fucking shit that's fat acceptance and all that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. I would absolutely fucking like to say that I truly, I don't watch Dr. Phil. I really fucking don't. I'm just going to be honest. But that was very fucking good. My hat's off to him. Out fucking stand. That is a conversation. That is the start of a conversation needs to happen. Now, I am telling you all in 2023, I really believe that the pendulum is swinging so hard that there's going to be massive, almost overly pressuring of people to lose weight. And the over pressuring is going to come in the form of they are going to want to deem it as it is absolutely important for society to lose weight. Take this weight loss drug, get this weight loss surgery. I mean, that I'm personally telling you that. I am also telling you that there are other ways. There is the hunger management method. My book, Beyond Willpower, the hunger management method, should be out within the next couple of weeks. I'm finishing up writing as much as I can. We also have No Morbidity. We have product 2 coming. There is Ember, which has stimulants, which not everybody should be able to take, or not everybody can take. If you're 400 pounds, I don't suggest it. But there are methods, natural methods to lose weight. Take self-accountability. But in the next couple of years, you watch, the pendulum is going to swing back, and it is going to be very much on people to lose weight. It's going to be almost too much. So I'm going to go to the comments. I'm going to talk for a little bit longer, as much as I have a voice. It's literally because of the fucking temperature change. I actually feel pretty fucking good today. I feel fucking great. So, but here we're going to go through what a few people said back here. I did see something I wanted to address. Yes, bald man versus bald man. Absolutely. That would be funny. She's agreeing, because what can she fucking say? Even he admits that the whole thing seems set up. Talk shows are not reality. Absolutely, they're not. I agree. She looks mad about the truth. Of course she is. Why is he so nice and positive about this situation? Like, he doesn't want to speak up and lose. Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't want to speak up and lose his fat followers. Absolutely not. Alan, what's up, man? Lost 5 more pounds in the last 2 weeks. I'm finally seeing that's fucking out fucking standing. Out fucking standing. That is fucking amazing. She's getting angry and backed into a corner. Of course she is, because reality sucks for these people. Let's see. See. Sneaking in some cardio while doing this. Out fucking standing. All the health problems that my dad are linked to his obesity. Of course they are. I gained 1 pound yesterday, and I'm having a hard time breathing today. I can feel it in my back. It will be gone tomorrow. You sound ridiculous. I'm just letting you know. Sound ridiculous. My hope is now that John has nothing else to say, because he has nothing else to offer the conversation. He'll keep talking. She went on for the publicity. I completely agree that. I completely agree. 100%. Fat positivity is a death group. It's a death cult. Fat acceptance is a death cult. It really is. Truly craziness. Did you go over Anna's video already? Yeah, yesterday or 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I'm surprised. I have to say, I'm surprised that Dr. Phil would. I thought he would waffle a lot more than what he did. I think that's what you're trying to say too. Finally capturing alive. Last year I was at 170. You're down 40 pounds. Fucking hero. Right fucking here. Hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Lady Hawk. All right, guys. Whoop. I used to have this meme of Dr. Phil hung up on my fridge in the back of the day. You are fat. Absolutely. Would I go on Michaela Peterson's podcast? I don't know who that is, but yeah. I absolutely would. I'd go on anybody's podcast if that would invite me. I have no problem with it. Let's see. Who is this person? Yeah, I'd go on her podcast. I have no problem with it. Why wouldn't I? Of course I would. Here's my thing. I will go on any podcast, talk live with anybody. Now, I prefer to talk live. I'm just being honest. As long as Jordan Peterson's daughter, sure, why not? I'd talk to Jordan Peterson live. Just because I think he's a bitch doesn't mean I wouldn't talk to him live. I like a lot of the shit Jordan Peterson says. I just think he has no, I think he has no substance to his words, because he doesn't live by them at all. So, I mean, that's my problem with him, is he's fake. You know, I mean, and I'd say that to his face. I'd gladly fucking say it to his face. You know, so I'd talk to him live. I'd talk to anybody live. My one stipulation is that I also get to record. I want to be able to record myself in the interview also. So just in case somebody would try to mix my words up, I have a copy, and that's it. That's my one stipulation. Ask me anything you want off the top of my head. I'm fucking down. I'll be on any news station, any fucking podcast. Give me 5 fucking minutes notice to fucking clean the crusties out of my eyes and get fucking changed. You know, live, fly me out live. Fucking do me. Let's do it fucking remote. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk. I'd talk to anybody about it, about weight loss, about anything dealing with the fucking pandemic, about anything like that. Live, I'll record it as long as I get to record myself, so my words can't be misconstrued. Any fucking time, Rachel Walensky, I'd fucking destroy her. I would love to have a live conversation with Rachel Walensky about the data and conversation. I would decimate that woman. I would prove that woman should be arrested for crimes against humanity. She has led the people. She has robbed people of informed consent. She has robbed pregnant mothers of informed consent about getting a experimental therapy while they're pregnant. I would fucking gladly talk to her, 100%. Beginning of 2022, I was 250, and now I'm below 190. That is fucking hero talk right there, motherfuckers. Yeah, but I talk to anybody live, doesn't matter. So if you guys want me on a podcast, or if you guys want me on somebody else's channel, or you want somebody to come on my channel, just let me know who the fuck it is, because I'll speak about my shit live, unedited, any given fucking time, at any given time of the fucking day. Straight up. We can talk about any fucking topic that I normally talk about. I'm good. We can talk about fitness. We can talk about health. We can talk about the fucking pandemic. We can talk about weight loss. We can talk about politics a little bit. I'll talk about anything. I'm not saying I'm going to have the right answers. I'm not even, for some of the stuff, it's going to be my opinion, especially for politics. Politics is really your opinion based on facts. But I can tell you what the fuck I would be fucking doing. What the fuck I would be doing is not shying away from shit. I wouldn't be fucking sugarcoating or fucking trying to get out the politically correct answer. I'd go on any fucking conversation. Here's the thing, people. I have been right about fat acceptance from the beginning. I have been right about the pandemic from the fucking beginning. All the data, you can check my fucking history. Go on the MFing COO on fucking Twitter and look through my fucking history. I stand by every fucking word I've said. I was right. 100 fucking percent. 100 fucking percent. I was right. I warned about all this shit happening with politics and all like that. I warned what would happen about us setting the precedent of 15 days to slow the spread. It sets the precedent that they can push the pause switch on the fucking Constitution. I've been right. I will fucking absolutely 100% talk to anybody about it. I don't give a fuck. That was to the person that said they have trouble breathing from gaining weight. I know, fucking crazy. Do you think that they will be pushing the jabs harder post midterms? No, I don't. I believe that the swing is on. Unless there is some hanky-panky fucking shit going on, there is going to be a massive shift in our government. And I'm not saying it's all good. Like, we need term limits so we can have new representation, fresh blood. So it can actually be a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. But the pendulum will swing. They realize that the massive amount of people in the country do not want this anymore. For the D's to still be fucking, for the D's to still be pushing these things, just shows that they're in the pocket and anybody that's still pushing it should be removed from office in some way. I'd love to see her react with you and Michelle live. Maybe we'll do a live react. I'll message her. Maybe we'll see about it. Not a Dr. Phil fan, but I'm pretty sure he has lost family members to obesity. I would imagine. Most people have. They just don't realize it. Term limits, please. I would state my opinions, because that's the thing. Like, that's what people understand. Like, I'd rather say my fucking piece and be my fucking own person than be a bitch to this fucking society. Get healthy, do your fucking thing. Like, we need reality. So, Alan, Michelle McDaniel's collab would be epic. I'll reach out to her and see what she says. So, I've never gotten the we talk occasionally. I've never gotten the impression that she wouldn't, but I would understand if she wouldn't because she's doing her own fucking thing. So, but anyway, guys, I've been on for about an hour and 45 minutes today. My voice is obviously needing some fucking help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let all you motherfuckers go. I might come on, if my voice is a little better tomorrow, I might come on live tomorrow. I might do a little bit more content later on today. Be looking for it. I might do some shorts today. But again, just try to be as healthy as you fucking can. You can still get No Morbidity at the Ambrosia Collective or at tigerfitness.com right here on these links right here. I do suggest you get yours while you can. Get ready for the holiday season. And for those of you that have got that came here to think that I was just going to be trashing Dr. Phil, I'm kind of surprised. I have newfound respect for Dr. Phil. Thank you very much, sir. I'd love to come on your show. God damn.